Hey everybody, time for another top favorite CDs video, and I got two artists here to put in this one. That is Rod Stewart and of course BJ Thomas. But I'm not going to show you which one it is though until after I talk about a really great freaking singer that I really do think that he jumped the shark, definitely in the late 70s. But still great quality music. I know some people get tired of Rod Stewart, at least these days they do. But this was definitely at a time where Rod Stewart was really, at least during definitely the early years of his career, really had some really amazing, at least top tier level albums, I would say, and a really great set, which is from 2002. But as Rod Stewart, Reason to Believe, this is something you absolutely have to have. Yeah, the complete Mercury studio recordings. So basically all of his Mercury albums before he jumped ship to Warner Brothers, where he did Atlantic Crossing and what's that one? Footloose, whatever. I think it's Fancy Free or something like that. And then he had Blondes Do It Better. He started getting pretty. I think Night on the Town was one of his other ones. But yeah, he got a little bit off the rails there. But from 69 to 74, yeah, so pretty much a 5 years of being on Mercury Records. But I mean, not just with him solo, but he also was with the Faces. They were really great, top-notch band. And we're going to start off with the debut here, the Rod Stewart album, which I believe there was two alternate covers, I believe. Or no, sorry, this one here is the first one, and then this is Gasoline Alley. And I really like the first album. It's a little bit folky. There are some folk stuff on here, and I really like his cover of Street Fighting Man. The first one was released September of '69, and really great. Yeah, an old raincoat won't ever let you down. That one I absolutely love. And then Gasoline Alley starts off with the song Gasoline Alley, and there's some country elements in there too as well. May 1970. He does actually a pretty good cover of It's All Over Now. And he's got the people from the Faces, so you got Ron Wood in there, and I forgot the guy, the drummer. Mick, I believe, Mick Jones, maybe? Or no. I can't think of the drummer's name at the... and Country Comforts. That was... I believe that was on what's the Elton John album? On Tumbleweed Connection, I believe. Yeah, which Bernie Taupin wrote. And Only a Hobo also does on Gasoline Alley. And then, of course, the big album, which I'm pretty sure everybody knows. And, of course, the big song that everybody knows out of their mom, which is Every Picture Tells a Story, which has the mega hit Maggie May, which is freaking great, and does the cover of I Know I'm Losing You. Really great cover, I love that. And even the opening song, which Ronnie Wood actually co-wrote as well, with Every Picture Tells a Story. Just really great rocking. You know what I mean? Rod Stewart just had that in your face, letting loose, just like, damn, just kick-ass stuff. Yeah, and I really love that cover of I Know I'm Losing You, which I believe was a hit for him. And of course, Reason to Believe, great B-side. I think definitely one of the great B-sides, Reason to Believe, the Tim Hardin song. Then he has Never a Dull Moment, which is another great one from '72, I believe. Yeah, July of 72, which has his big hit, You Wear It Well. And oh God, one thing at least with the early albums from his is definitely, I am definitely not big on his cover of Twisting the Night Away. And he covers Mama, You've Been on My Mind as well, which is pretty good. So yeah, I like Never a Dull Moment. Let's see. And he's got the album Smiler from 1973, which I believe was his last one for Mercury. So I believe this was the one here. Then he had a couple singles, B-sides, I believe. Yeah, but Smiler was his last Mercury album, I believe. If I'm not mistakenly right or wrong. Yeah, it was that was released September of 73. And I think it's kind of okay. It's maybe not, I feel like it's the weakest. I feel like this Smiler is the weakest out of at least out of the five. But I think one that definitely stuck out is his cover of Girl from the North Country, which I really like. And he also does Mine for Me, written by Paul McCartney. Yeah, Rod Stewart. I really like the early Rod Stewart. Which leads me into, as I was peeking through here with BJ Thomas, I was lucky enough to finally get a copy, and it's on this anthology, and it's from volume 2 here. But I finally got a CD copy with 3 other ones of course, the one album that I really wanted, and there it is. Most of all, BJ Thomas. Oh yeah, I know I did a video about the album and stuff. And I don't care. I think BJ Thomas is like one of those singers that you may think is just uncool, like just uncool. But man, I really like BJ Thomas, and I really like Most of All. Hello, darling, it's good to hear you. And I don't really want to talk length of this. And I even like the other ones on here too. I don't really hear them as often, but the soundtrack to Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, which is like kind of his well-known song. But man, Most of All, give me a table for 2 for 1. I love that one too. The Wayne Carson song. Circle Around the Sun. The James Taylor song. That is so freaking fantastic. And Brown Eyed Woman I love too. Yeah, No Love at All. That was kind of like one of his hit songs there. Yeah, again, I don't want to talk too much because I know I did a video way back, or at least from a couple years ago, about BJ Thomas Most of All. And I think he's a really great singer. Chips Moman, one of those great country producers that produced a lot of great country artists. And yeah, and I love Most of All. Great stuff. I know didn't want to take too long on that. But yeah, Rod Stewart and BJ Thomas are great as part of my top favorite CD series here. So anyways, folks, take care. I'll see you on the next one. And bye-bye.